It wasn't all that long ago that if you wanted a knife with a true premium steel, something like M390, S35VN, or 3V, you were probably looking at spending well over $100. But times have changed. Today, there are actually quite a few knives on the market offering what most people would consider super steels for under $100. So in this video, we're going to take a look at 8 knives that bring premium blade steels down to a much more affordable price range. And some of these are honestly pretty surprising. As always, links for where you can get these for yourself will be down in the description. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. And the first one we're going to look at here is the Kizer Mini Harpoon. And the Mini Harpoon, this version is 3V steel, and it'll run you about $60. Now, 3V has a reputation for being one of the toughest steels commonly used in knives today, which makes it kind of an interesting choice for this knife because it has a relatively thinner blade stock and just comes down to a finer tip. But the great thing about that 3V is that toughness gives you great edge stability, since it'll be highly resistant to chipping and things like that that might be a little bit more of a concern with a thinner blade. And all of that while having the edge retention of roughly about D2, maybe a little bit less than D2, but D2, which is one of the better edge retaining ingot steels out there. So this one has canvas micarta scales, which if you've watched many of my videos, you've probably heard me rave about Kizer's micarta. They do a great job on their micarta. Now, there are also 2 other versions with the 3V steel, and there's one with G10 scales that'll run you about $66, and the other with PEI scales will run you about $70. Now, there is also an M390 version with carbon fiber scales, which, you know, is very much a premium take on it, and that retails for about $120, but at the time of recording it is still in stock at Adept Knives, and if you use code WELCOME over there for 20% off, that will also come in under $100. So I will have all 4 of those linked down in the description, and just because sheaths are very important for fixed blades, give you a quick look at the sheath. The one thing I would improve on it is adding maybe another eyelet here for, you know, some more mounting options, but it's great for horizontal carry, and the clip that it comes with is also great. So that is the Kizer Mini Harpoon. Next, we have the ESEE Izula. Now, the ESEE Izula, this version comes in S35VN and will run you about $90. The Izula has been around for a long time, and it's built a pretty strong reputation as far as a compact fixed blade, really for everyday carry or for outdoor use. Now, this version, as I mentioned, is in S35VN. The basic version, if you want to call it that, comes in 1095. Now, S35VN is not the newest steel on the market, but it's really one of the most practical steels for everyday carry because it has very balanced properties, and it's one of the most attainable super steels on a budget. When you're looking for super steels on a budget, you're going to see a lot of S35VN. Now, this comes skeletonized. As you can see, mine is not skeletonized because you can buy scales for it, and mine are actually extended scales, which give you a little bit more grip length. But the skeletonized version, as it comes, is perfectly usable. I just like the scales. They just make it a little bit more comfortable for me. Now, this is also not the this is also the only option on the list that is made in the USA. So if that is a priority for you, this one really deserves a look. Now, this is an aftermarket sheath that I have here. The one that it comes with is injection molded, I believe. It's plastic, but it does work well. And actually, I just discovered today that even with the knife connection scales here, it actually will work and lock into the original sheath. So that is really handy to know. So you don't necessarily have to upgrade the sheath to use the knife connection scales. But that is the ESEE Izula. Next, we're going to do another fixed blade, and that is the Kizer Drop Bear Fix. And this comes in S45VN and will run you about $90. Now, S45VN, if you're not familiar, it's closely related to S35VN, but it trades a little bit of toughness for slightly improved edge retention and corrosion resistance. Now, most of the difference between S35VN and S45VN probably isn't going to be noticeable in everyday use. It's not going to be a super dramatic difference, but it's still awesome that you get a step up even from the more common S35VN in this at a budget price point. Now, its size makes it great for EDC use. As you can see, I can get a full 4-finger grip on it using that forward choil, but it is a very compact design. It has rich light scales here, which are a little bit smoother, but they're perfectly usable. Just not going to have as much grip as like a rougher micarta. But this one is non-coated and has a clip point blade, but you can also get the S45VN in a black DLC version, and I believe that has micarta scales, if I'm remembering correctly. But another bonus about this one, which I forget about all the time, but it comes in the grip here with a pair of tweezers and also a metal toothpick. So just a nice little bonus there for some little extra tools. And like I said, they pack in so well there, you forget they're there. And the sheath here, they kind of did a carbon fiber pattern on it. It is Kydex, but it just has that carbon fiber pattern. But the grommets or eyelets allow you for a lot of different mounting options on this too. So great, great sheath. And that is the Kizer Drop Bear Fix. Next, we have one more fixed blade before we jump into some folders. And that is the Kansept Korvid S. Now, this is S35VN steel, and it comes in just under our price point of $100 at $99. Now, this is also available in 14C28N as far as the budget models of it, but the S35VN models will run you $99. Now, this may not be the most versatile blade shape, but it really definitely grabs attention, and it is a hefty, very sturdy blade. And this one has destroyed more than its fair share of cardboard. And it is great for that because it's just a very solid, and it has a high flat grind. It has the little, I can't remember what you call that, but really doesn't do anything functional. But some people call it a blood groove, but I know that that's not the proper term. Anyway, it really doesn't do anything functional, but it has a high flat grind, and you can really get a lot of weight behind this. Now, mine has copper carbon fiber scales is what they call these, and they also are available in black and white or blue and white carbon fiber. So that is the Kansept Korvid S. And as you can see the sheath here, this is probably one of the bigger sheaths that I have for an EDC knife. I actually had to buy rubberized straps just because it is such a large sheath. So that is something to be aware of, but you can use an ulti-clip on this, straps, there's a lot of different options, but that is the Kansept Korvid S. Now we're going to get into a folder because I've done a lot of fixed blades so far, and that is the Boker Kaizen. Now this is about as polar opposite of the Kansept Korvid S as you can get as far as design. And sorry, I forgot to mention, this comes in S35VN steel as well. Price varies on this, but at the time of recording, you can get it several places for about $50 to $60. But the Kaizen is very slim, as you can see here. It's more of what you would call a traditional gentleman's knife. This can kind of actually look like a pen in your pocket if you are carrying in a shirt pocket or something like that. It's designed to be very easy to carry and very unobtrusive in your pocket. So if you're looking for more of a gentleman's carry knife for the office or for a night out, it's really hard to beat the value on this. It is a liner lock, which I'm usually not big on, but one of the really cool things I think is the deployment here. It's very, very subtle. It doesn't stick out or anything, and you just flip that down and it deploys like that. So that is the Boker Kaizen. Next up, we have another folder, and that is the SOG Terminus XR. Now this is S35VN steel and will run you about $75. It has G10 scales with a carbon fiber laminate over the top. And it's not full carbon fiber, but you're getting that premium look without the premium price point. Now this uses SOG's XR lock, which is their take on the crossbar style lock. You can see it's a little bit different way of actuating it there. And combine that with the S35VN steel and a fairly lightweight build, and this ends up being really, really practical for everyday carry. Now, mine has some blade play issues, which I talk about in the video that I'll link up here. But From what I've gathered, not everybody has that issue, and it's not a super, super common issue. So yours may not have those same issues, but even with the issues that mine had with the blade play, for $75 and the materials, I still like it. And I actually keep it in my car in the center console so that I have a good folding knife no matter where I go in case I need one. So that is the SOG Terminus XR. So you're probably getting tired of hearing about S35VN. So our last two options are actually some different steels from S35VN. And the first one that we have is the TwoSun TS580. Now this comes in M390 steel, which compared to your S35VN, S45VN, this will have better edge retention. It'll be a little less tough, but it is also extremely corrosion resistant. And the other very premium thing about this is it comes with carbon fiber scales, and these are great. I really, really like them. A little slick, like carbon fiber usually is, but nothing crazy. As I mentioned, M390 is known for its excellent edge retention, and it's arguably a step up from S35VN for a lot of people that prioritize edge retention. But again, it is at the expense of some toughness. Now, this is a sleek, classy design. I really, really like it. And the premium materials, it just screams like, I wouldn't call it quite a gentleman's fixed blade, but that is kind of the aesthetic that it gives off. So that is the TwoSun TS580. And this will run you anywhere from $70 to $95 depending on where you get it. But that is the TwoSun TS580. And the sheath, as you can see here, has several different mounting options as far as where the holes are. So that is the sheath. It's not my favorite sheath because it's a pancake. I wish it was a taco. It would be a little bit sleeker, but still a good sheath. That is the TwoSun TS580. And last but not least, we have what I think is probably the best bang for your buck as far as super steel under $100, and that is the Spyderco Metropolitan. And this comes in M398 steel and will run you about $85. Now, this has FRN scales, so you're not getting a premium scale material necessarily. But getting back to the M398, M398 is basically a supercharged M390. So M390 already has really good edge retention, but M398 supercharges that. Now, M398 is still relatively uncommon compared to its brethren like S35VN and M390. Still pretty rare to find, but really finding it under $100 is just kind of an insane deal. Now this is a slip joint knife, so it is not locking, and you deploy it a little bit differently. You really can't flick it like you do with a lot of Spydercos. It's just not how it's designed. You just kind of slow roll it out like that. But Spyderco calls it their slip it system, and I actually like it better than a lot of my other slip joints. So I definitely, if you're looking at a slip joint, I definitely recommend this. But one of the real great things about it being a slip joint is with being a slip joint and being under 3 inches of blade length, this should be legal even in the UK. So if you are in the UK and you're looking for a great option for a super steel and not spending a lot of money, this is an awesome option. And even if you're in the US and you don't have the same limitations, this is still a great option to get your hands on some M390. So that is the Spyderco Metropolitan. So those are 8 knives that bring some very impressive blade steels down into the sub $100 range. And while steel certainly isn't the only thing that matters when choosing a knife, it's pretty amazing to see just how accessible some of those materials can become over the past few years. Now, if you have a favorite budget knife with a premium steel that I didn't include here, make sure to let me know down in the comments, and maybe I can pick it up and take a look at it myself. And if you like this list, make sure to click the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.